Welcome back to my mineral mini-series where we explore how the proper human diet built on animal foods provides everything we need for health. I'm John, your carnivore teacher, and today we're talking about a trace mineral that often doesn't get the spotlight it deserves, zinc. Zinc is one of those quiet, behind-the-scenes players that keeps countless processes in your body running smoothly. If you're not getting enough, you'll feel it in your energy, your immunity, and your hormones, and even in your skin. So let's talk about why zinc matters. Zinc is essential for over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body. That means it's involved in immune function, helping you fight infections and heal wounds. Hormone regulation, especially testosterone and insulin. Protein and DNA synthesis, the blueprint of life, literally depends on zinc. Taste and smell. Without enough zinc, your senses are dull. Skin and hair health. Deficiencies can lead to acne, rashes, or hair loss. This mineral is small but mighty. And because the body doesn't store large reserves of zinc, we need a steady supply from the foods we eat. Now, the problem with plant-based zinc. Just like with iron, zinc exists in two forms, animal-based and plant-based. Here's the catch. Animal-based zinc from meat, shellfish, eggs, and dairy is highly bioavailable, meaning your body can absorb and use it easily. Plant-based zinc is bound up by phytates, found in grains and legumes and nuts and seeds. These phytates block absorption, making much of the zinc unavailable to your body. This is why vegetarians and vegans are at a much higher risk of zinc deficiency, even if they're technically eating enough on paper. The numbers don't match what the body can actually use. So let's talk about the best sources of zinc on a carnivore diet. If you're eating the proper human diet, you'll naturally cover your zinc needs without thinking twice. Here are the top sources. Oysters, the undisputed king of zinc. Just 6 oysters can deliver over 30 milligrams, far more than the daily requirement. Beef, a 6-ounce steak provides around 6 to 7 milligrams. Grass-fed beef is particularly rich. Lamb, another excellent source with a profile similar to beef. Pork, especially pork shoulder and loin cuts. Egg yolks, not as high as oysters or beef, but a consistent contributor. And cheese, especially cheddar and Swiss, provides a moderate amount of zinc. How much zinc do we need? The general recommendations are for adult men about 11 milligrams per day, adult women about 8 milligrams per day. Higher needs occur during pregnancy, lactation, or periods of healing and growth. When you eat a carnivore diet with red meat, shellfish, and eggs, you'll have no problem hitting these levels. In fact, just 1 serving of oysters or a solid steak can more than cover your daily requirement. So zinc is in partnership with other nutrients. It doesn't operate in isolation. It has some important relationships with other minerals and vitamins like copper. High zinc intake can interfere with copper absorption, which is why balance matters. Luckily, foods like oysters and liver provide both. Vitamin A. Zinc is needed to transport and activate vitamin A, which supports vision and immunity. Magnesium. Zinc works together with magnesium in numerous enzyme systems, and both are abundant in animal foods. Testosterone and fertility. Zinc is directly linked to reproductive health in both men and women. Deficiencies can impair fertility, libido, and hormone production. Now, what are the signs of zinc deficiency? They can show up in subtle ways at first, then become more obvious. Frequent colds or slow wound healing. Loss of taste or smell. Acne, rashes, or thinning hair, low testosterone in men, poor appetite, and stunted growth in children. On a carnivore diet, these symptoms are rare because the diet is rich in bioavailable zinc, but they're common in populations relying heavily on grains and plant foods. So what's the bottom line? Zinc is a cornerstone mineral for human health. It powers your immune system, regulates your hormones, sharpens your senses, and keeps your skin and hair strong. Plant foods may claim to contain zinc, but the anti-nutrients make much of it unavailable. By focusing on the proper human diet, meat, shellfish, eggs, and dairy, you give your body zinc in the form it was designed to use. You don't need supplements, you don't need fortification, and you definitely don't need plant-based substitutes. You just need to return to the foods humans have thrived on for millennia. If you found this helpful, like it by clicking the thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to do one every day now. And share this video with someone you think can benefit from it by clicking the share button, sending it off to wherever. And if you leave me a comment or a question, I write back to everybody. Have a great day.